Alright guys, we're back with another Mass Effect tier list. This was Mass Effect 2. I just beat Mass Effect 2. I just beat it. That shit was hard. And I heard from a friend that Mass Effect 3 is their favorite. So, that Mass Effect 3 is the only one that I know I didn't play any of. Mass Effect 2 was hard as fuck. And their loyalty missions was so good. Let's get right into it. So, right here I have SSF. The S tier. Shepard Special Forces. This is people, no matter what, you want them on your side. I don't care who has to die for it. You feel me? They have to be with us. A for the big homies. B for cool. They cool. They cool. C for okay. There's not a D, bad, awful tier, whatever. Because I think all these guys have their own uses, have their own, like, character flaws and character, coolness. I don't know. Now the way I'm going to be judging this is based off the character, right? You know, how they are, who they are, their personality, and kind of the background lore about them. Like if Liara was here, it'd be the fact that she's the shadow broker. Like that burns you some fucking cool points. You know what I'm saying? Nothing about like if you take them on the squad, because AI is finicky. We starting with Garrus? By the way, y'all gonna be mad at me on this already. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Garrus, easy S tier. Easy. You know why? Because I keep walking up because I'm happy right now. It's because listen, I think he was in the A tier on my Mass Effect 1. No, he was in the S tier. I kind of put him up there. Because he was so cool. He was so, you could tell that like he has so much respect for Shepard before anyone had respect for Shepard. You feel me? He was like, oh, you taking out Sarah? Yeah, he's shameful for all Turians, so let's take him out. And he was so influenced by a fucking human. As a Turian, he's a forward thinker. What they did in Mass Effect 2, swag points. They made him so fucking cool, but you didn't really get to talk to him like you could the other people, and that's because you already talked to him. Same with Tali, kinda. No, yeah, same with Tali. You already knew who they were, so that was about it. But when y'all had the conversation with Garrus, yeah, my reach, her flexibility, y'all remember that? Come on, that shit was cool. And then I was female Shepard, so I said, how about your reach and my flexibility? He was like, oh, but I was still, I'm with Liara. And a little bit of Kelly, but I'm with Liara, right? I'm not trying to do all that. I got to keep it real. So I said, nah, Garrus, let's keep it professional. And what he did, what he do? He said, bet, I'm still here if you need me, no matter what. He didn't get mad, nothing. He's like, all right, I get it. Let's stop the collectors. There we go. So he cool. Mad skill points. And I'll probably change this up. Once I place him, I'll probably change it up. Grunt. The perfect Krogan. Once you do his loyalty mission, like the high point of his loyalty mission was going to Tuchanka and talking to Rex. And Rex giving him a chance, you know, he was kind of tank brat. He didn't really, he cool, but he a Krogan, but he don't got his own personality. It's like his personality is being a Krogan. I will say, once you do his loyalty mission, once like he doesn't have anything to say, if I'm like, hey, what you need? He's like, I have everything I need. Ken, word like battle or whatever. He calls me Battle Master. He calls Shepard Battle Master. That is fire. I'm his Krantz. I don't know. He cool, but like he ain't past being the perfect Krogan or like being tank bred or whatever. He just a Krogan. I gotta put you in C, bro. Jack, probably one of the more complicated characters. She was cool. She's the type of character where she's tough all the time, but you know that, I don't even know if you know you can depend on her, But you know that she got a soft place in her heart. She's just been hurt too many times. She's been hurt too many times. That's all. And that's cool, man. That, like, I mean, that's not cool. That's not cool, but it's like she still works with us, man. She does her. I don't know if she does her best, but she works with us, man. She talks about stealing the Normandy and shit with Shepard. I'm like, what are you talking about, bitch? She threatens Shepard sometimes, and I'm like, Shepard will fucking fold you. But she, like, you understand that she's been hurt and like her life and just everything. She doesn't feel bad about the bad things she's done, because to her it's like she said, anytime someone else dies, her odds of survival go up. She mad cool though. I like that. It's like a really complicated, like, She beautiful too. Here's the thing. She beautiful, but it's like, besides that, if I take her looks into account, I would put her A. Her biotic powers are cool, but like she was kind of trained for that, Loki. Sorry for, damn. Yeah, you and B. Jacob. Now listen. Hopefully I remember to put this clip in.
Ready for anything. We live. Spill some drinks on the Citadel.
You better stop. But there was a moment where where you do his loyalty mission. I bring this up because I'm sure people don't fuck with Jacob because he black. No, I'm joking. Because he just ain't. He don't really got. He's the soldier and he does like let people in. And I feel that. I feel that for sure. He's just like he doesn't open up because he's just a soldier. He's there to do his job. But he's a good guy on Cerberus, mainly because he felt that the Alliance wasn't doing enough. I respect that. I do. And him with his father, you know, he was like, as far as I'm concerned, my father died a long time ago. You know, like, so he ain't soft. He ain't soft. He keeps his shit close to his chest. That's it. But what he did after the loyalty mission, if you don't talk to him, or like if he has nothing to say to you, I hope I put that clip in. Him dapping you up is hard as fuck, and it's because he's a brother. Like, what are you talking about? Like, oh, listen. Considering he's the only black guy in these two games, I mean, besides Captain Anderson, obviously. Not only black guy, but only black guy that's really in the story. I guess you can make Shepard black. I'm just saying, like, he cool. Like, all I'm saying is they remember to put his swagger in. But I can't. Am I really putting you with Jack though? Like, he cool. I ain't ever seen him get. I've seen all these characters get emotional, except Jacob. Even like, cause when we went to find out all the fucked up shit his dad did, he's like, you ain't even worth the bullet. Like, he didn't even kill him. And almost every single one of these, not every single one, but in these loyalty missions where it was like, shoot somebody, like it would be to stop him would be the good sign or whatever. But like, you needed to goad Jacob into doing it. So he didn't even want to do that. It's like, as far as I'm concerned, my dad's dead. Like, he really is a cold-blooded fucking killer. Quit playing with him. Y'all are playing with him. He don't get emotional about shit. It's like, I'm here to do a job, nigga. And I heard him say that once. No, I'm playing. But I'm gonna put you with Jack though. I'll put you with Jack. A is reserved. SSF is reserved. Well, we'll see. Kasumi, the thief. She cute or whatever. I know she's a DLC character, so you don't really get that much dialogue, but her loyalty mission was cool too. Like, you know, you realize she was in a relationship and like, you know, it was the black box and stealing, but like, bro, that loyalty mission where she did her Spider-Man shit, that shit was hard. I was like, oh, she different. I'm gonna call them feats. I'm like, okay, two factors: the character and the feat, meaning like who they are in the story and what they're capable of in the story. So like, Grunt's perfect Krogan, but like that's what he is. He's just a Krogan. You know what I'm saying? And like his character ain't that cool, so he's an okay. Someone has to be in C tier. Jack, her character's cool. Character's really cool, and she's a strong biotic. But I mean, there was nothing to like. It was like, damn, you went through a lot, and that was it. It would be different if she went through a lot, and she turned out to be like someone who's like fight for good. Instead, she's like kind of a loner. You know what I mean? Which is like predictable. It's like, okay, yeah, that's the character she's gonna be. Whatever. It might change in Mass Effect 3. I don't know. So she ain't cool. She cool. Jacob is the underlying factors in his character. His feats, I don't really know about his feats. Well, he kind of did mention a battle, and he this nigga didn't even brag about the battle he was in. He said something like, "I earned myself a name," but like that was he chilling. Okay, no. I'm not gonna jump on my bed. Not today. Garrus feats holding off all. He had 3. We already know about his character. I already talked about his character in Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 2? He's still cool. He got a whole squad with him, right? And he's holding off, after his whole squad died, he's holding off 3 gangs on a gang infested space station. Solo with a sniper. And then Shepard comes out the cut, jumps over the thing, right? Garrus is like, oh, that's the homie. Bang! And then nigga still shot me with the soft bullets. And he said, hey, you lived in... Come on! This nigga cold. All right, let me see. All right, so feet. Character's cute. The feats, that Spider-Man shit was fire. But I feel like... I mean, she still's like, that's cool, but like, her invisibility is kind of OP. Sorry, A tier, Legion. I'm gonna stop getting up. Legion. This dude is a Geth, and he calls the Geth that work for the Reapers heretics. And like he's trying to understand humans, and he's like, you're so inefficient, but blah blah blah. I ain't gonna lie, he grinds the gears with some people, like that whole situation that he had with Tally. And then he trying to get in Edie's firewall, but I trusted him, and he didn't let me down. Every chance there was to trust him, he didn't let me down. He didn't like. He's like, Shepard, Commander. Yes, ma'am. Like I like that. I do. But he doesn't have personality. Here's the thing. Or does he have? Edie has personality. Legion doesn't, but like. Just the fact that he's a bunch of Geth and he's always trying to build consistency. He's like, what was he, over 1,000 Geths? Just over 1,000? He said 500. I think he said 500 against. Is he like 600 Geth? I don't know. But he cool. Yeah, that feels right. Him with Jack and Jacob. That feels right. Miranda. I call her Miranda. She's interesting. She might even be harder to read if you want to miss it. She's easier to read than Jacob. Like if you don't look into the under, like if they were real people, if you don't look into the under, Miranda's cool. Here's the thing about Miranda. She struggles with the fact that she was engineered. She struggles with the fact that she was engineered to be perfect. And she talks about it. She's like, so anytime she makes a mistake, she feels like it's all her because she's meant to be perfect, so she can't make mistakes. And I feel like that kind of leans itself into her being a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Especially at the beginning of the game. Like, if we just went off Miranda at the beginning of the game, that bitch would be in D tier. And why she always got her ass out too? No, she cares about her sister because she didn't want her sister to go through what her father put her through. And she feels like she has to be perfect, but she knows she isn't. There was something else. I mean, she's like the Cerberus head honcho. Oh yeah, with Jacob's loyalty mission. Miranda's the one who went behind the elusive man's back to give Jacob the information about his father. Cause she talked about, I made you a promise and I keep my promises. That shit, that I'm telling you, if you look into that, she keeps her promises, bro. That shit is powerful because people don't be keeping their promises. She kind of a bitch though. But you understand why. We're gonna come back to her. Or will we? We're gonna keep her there for now. We're gonna keep her there for now. Would I really put her above Jack? If I'm taking anybody out of B, I'd probably put Jack a little higher. Maybe. I don't know. I feel right with Jacob. Listen, shut the fuck up. I feel right with Jacob or Jack. If anywhere, like, Leisure can stay in B. And she kind of opens herself up to Shepard. Here's the thing about Miranda. So at the end of Mass Effect 2, you understand that you broke ties with the elusive man, took his whole crew. I don't know how that shit works. Took the whole crew and the ship and said, "Fuck you, elusive man. This my shit now. See ya." I don't know how that works. Whatever. And Miranda is supposed to be elusive man's right hand woman, and she's still like sticking with Shepard. And she a baddie. Anyways, Mordin Solus. The feats outside his character. His character is cool as fuck. He's the only nigga who sings. Come on, give him his props. He's opera, not Oprah, like opera, like, you know, singing and shit. And he funny as hell. He funny. He probably don't know he funny, but he funny. But here's the thing. Like, his feat is creating the genophage. That, come on. You know, now that I think about it, hold on, Jacob and Miranda, it makes sense that I would have Miranda above Jacob, just because they're both similar in that how you really have to look into the small things to really peel back the layers of their character. And but her feat, like, again, he was in some battle or whatever, but her feat is like, she's the Cerberus, she's his boss, so it's like, come on. Anyway, well, maybe that's because her loyalty. Anyway, Mordin created the genophage. That shit's hard. And he talks about, you in that loyalty mission, you feel it. You feel how he'd be talking about it. He said he got religious. What he say? He said something specific. All I know is that whole episode was something fucking crazy. That loyalty mission was amazing. I say episode because the episode I played through. He got religious. He said it's hard to see big picture behind a pile of corpses. Who else has said something like that, bro? Hard to see big picture behind piles of corpses. But he was like, this is the only choice. It's either genocide or genophage. That's it. Because the Krogan would take over the entire galaxy if given the chance. And we saw a little bit of that when Saren was taking over Krogans or enslaving them. Well, I guess that was because of the genophage. He was kind of using that to persuade them. But he's hard, like he's smart and he gets over it, bro. Where do Solarians live to? Like 40 years? Until they're like 4 years old or some shit? He cool. And he deep. And he funny. He created the genophage, y'all. I don't know how big. I mean, of course he had help from a team. He talked about that. He talks a lot. Like, more, even, I know he's a newer character than all these guys, but like, they're like Tally and Garrus, but like, I feel like he still talks more than all these other people. He created the genophage, y'all. That's crazy. And he still feels bad. He's not like, it had to be done. That's it. I don't feel bad. He's not one of those people. He's like, I still, didn't he say he still comes to Tachanka? Because you gotta like ground yourself or some shit. Like he never put it behind him is what I'm saying. He lives with that. He carries it on because he knows it's his burden to bear. He doesn't just try to get rid of it, bro. That shit. SSF. Tomorrow. Had to kill her own child. Listen, anything she does though, she's a Justicar. That's a big feat. If you like, Justicars are huge, and there's only a few at a time in the Asari. So like that, she had to. And if you go to the Shadow Broker's lab, oh, another thing, the Shadow Broker. Listen, Miranda can't have kids because the way she was created or like manipulated, whatever the fuck. She can't have kids. If you go on the Shadow Broker and you look at all their like profiles. By the way, Jacob a little freak. He be looking up that sorry shit. Anyway, yeah, if you look in the Shadow Broker stuff and you look at the dossier on all these people, you understand that Samara, like her kids, basically hate her. It seemed like, I think, if my memory serves me right, it seems like her kids hate her because of like how she kind of left them, and she became a Justicar. Was it 2? Went down her daughter? I don't know. She's so like but she like still shows personality. She didn't want to throw that thing in a circle for Shepard though. For me, I'm a little upset about that, but I get it. Damn. She got a little personality when you start flirting with her though. She's like, she must die. I don't have Morinth on this because obviously you didn't replace her, so I don't know how Morinth is if you do replace her. I know she kind of like has to pretend to be Samara, but I don't know if you talk to her if anything's different. She's very black and white about things though. She fine though. That's so unfair. I can't be doing that. She's so fine though. I feel like I can't put her that high because everything is so black and white for her because she's a Justicar. So there's no making a choice. I feel like not really. Like once she pledged herself to Shepard, that was it. So anything that happens, she's always willing to die. But that's not cool. It's because of her code. She's not always willing to die like Garrus. You know what I mean? Tally. I know people love Tally. I know. What she really do besides being to ships? Nah, listen. She joined me because I'm Shepard. She didn't really fuck with Cerberus, but she trusts Shepard. I respect that. I do. And it's unfair to bring in Mass Effect 1 shit when these people don't have the benefit of that. I only kind of bring it up for Garrus a little bit because of his evolution from that character. And the fact that he's still kind of like that, except just swaggier and more badass. He a little ruthless, but at the end of the day, if Shepard says something, he gonna listen. Tally was in my SSF, so don't be too mad at me. Tally was in my SSF in Mass Effect 1. What happened to her? I'm gonna tell you what happened. She came in, fucking with Jacob. Listen, this was before I was even really fucking with Jacob. I thought Jacob was boring. If I'm talking about by the time I recruited Tally, that Jacob, I would have put Jacob in C tier. But Tally, like, she cool. She like, I don't want to say she got stick up her ass, but like sometimes when she talks to people, it's like, who the fuck you talking to? No, I'm joking. No, she cool, but like once we went back and her father, like her loyalty mission was basically her on trial and being surprised. It was more about the Quarian people that made it so cool, right? It wasn't her. All these loyalty missions, the people made it cool. Kind of. Yeah, the people made it cool. Tally, her loyalty mission, it didn't make her cool. Or she didn't make the loyalty mission cool. It was the Quarian people. Which is probably what they were going for. Right? But in the loyalty mission, I feel like you're supposed to really get an insight into that person. And if we're talking about feats, yeah, she did help me beat Saren for a pilgrimage. That shit's still hard as fuck. But to bring that feat in, like, listen, I'm not gonna bring in Garrus's feats because he didn't do shit in Mass Effect 1. So, like, I'm not gonna say he didn't do shit, but like, there was no feat that he accomplished that was like, whoa, besides defeating Saren. And I didn't bring that into the equation for Garrus, right? Him defeating Saren. So I'm not gonna bring it into the equation for Tally helping us get the evidence against Saren and helping us become a Spectre and defeating Saren. I'm not gonna bring that up. All she do is work on ships all day. Why do people like her? I mean, besides the fact that she's cute and you wonder what's under that mask. It's the mask weakness. That's what it is. People love people in masks because it's like, what's under there? She probably bad, but all the Quarian people look bad, so therefore she's not special anymore. She's not special for Saren because Garrus already did that, and I'm not bringing that up for him. She's not special because she's a Quarian, because all the Quarian females are baddies. You can already tell. You don't need to take their anytime you see a Quarian, immediately, hello, like that's all it is. Tally's just kind of like, I mean, again, she cool. I'm sure if you get a romance with her, she mad cool. But you can say the same for all these people. If you get into a romance with them, I'm sure they're all bangers, right? Liara's not on here and I got a romance with her. Kelly's not on here and I got a romance with her. So, like, I'm basing all these people on not romance. So they're all on equal playing field. Tally, stay your ass in C. And that's okay. Listen, look, C tier, okay. C tier, okay. Not bad. I'm just not like, if there was a nuclear bomb and we only had this many shuttles and I had to actually select who would die. I mean, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't pick. I'd feel bad for Grunt because I'm his battle master. I would feel bad for that. But I mean, come on, Thane, the assassin. Listen, if y'all go to Shadow Broker, Liara's place, right? And you look at the cameras at the end of the game, or maybe it's just the second time, I don't know. You see him walking down a dark hallway, or he's walking towards somebody with a gun down a hallway, and it's like light, and you see him walking through the shadows. You see him walking through the light. Then he walks into the second shadow. The camera changes, like to the behind the back of the guy with the gun, and you can tell that Thane isn't there anymore. Thane comes up behind him, snaps his neck. If you look at his dossier, he snaps everybody's neck. And then he shot the camera, meaning he wanted people to see. Okay, no, that's probably not it. But he cool. He's an assassin. And he's high-class assassin. But here's the thing. Here's what makes him... So that's his feat. Him being an assassin. Like, and just who he's assassinated, how he's done it. Let's talk about his character. He married the woman that he shot with a sniper. He said... When I was looking through that scope, she was a baddie. Like, that was it. Nah, he was like, that was the first time I saw someone recklessly, like, put their life in danger for someone they didn't even know, or some shit. And he was like, ooh. He's an assassin. And like, just he's a Drell. Him just doing that, or like him being a Drell, like just how religious he is, and it's like, the soul and body are separate. The body might do something, but it doesn't mean the soul. And he has a disease and he's still helping us. Granted, that might be why. Is that the reason why? Because he had a disease and he wanted to do something? Whatever. He's also a bad father, but he's also good. Now, his loyalty mission was him basically he realized that he wasn't there for his son. His son was trying to become an assassin like him. And he was like, that ain't cool, bro. Talk some sense to him. He's like, we're working it out. That shit cool. Well, he said, I would like to consider what we've already talked about. That shit is hard too. That it is hard. But he not really, he cool. I didn't mean to do that. That memory shit kind of cool too. B's too stacked. I'm gonna change this around. Zaid, another DLC character, so you don't really get into this dialogue, but he does talk about all the situations he's been in. By the way, I'm gonna spoil kind of the playthrough, but you probably don't care. He died. I got him killed. Cause I was like, he's been a leader before. Like he's done this, so I made him a leader. Turns out I didn't realize till afterwards, but like in all his stories, everybody dies. So I was like, oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. I'm just glad he didn't get no one else killed. He cool, like he talks about all these things he's done, and he's like, he got swagger. So like I would say his feat is just everything he's done as a mercenary, a merc. He also created the Blue Suns. Was it the Blue Suns? Whatever, one of the gangs. But someone stole that shit out from under him. So he must be a real bad leader. Like, how you get your whole gang stolen from you? And then you mad now. And then you helping me save the galaxy for some credits? I mean, that's cool. So if it's like a lot, but like, damn. And he wasn't like mad when he got killed. He was like, it was bound to end. He cool. He a cool character. But I can't put him above anybody here. All right, we're gonna have to balance this out. Jacob just cool, bro. He's not this Legion. Christ. The fact that Justicar, that she's one of the few Justicar on our teams, I think is incredible. And if I'm using the same logic that I used to put her in C, on Legion, he's not really doing anything because of a morality code. Oh wait, but he does have emotions because he put the N7 armor, and I was like, why you use my armor to like patch yourself up? And he was like, I don't know. Like he said something like no explanation detected or some shit. But that's not enough for me that's not enough for me. When it comes to your character, that's not enough. Maybe in Mass Effect 3 they change it a little bit. I don't know if you're even in Mass Effect 3. She cool. She still got that personality with her. We gotta spread this. This isn't fair. We have to balance it out. SSF is like, don't touch him. Don't touch him. That looks good. They cool. Okay. How you consume? And I gotta remember, this is based off my Mass Effect 2 playthrough. So if I'm doing that, she was our tech specialist. And don't say, oh, so listen, Garrus was also my leader, and he didn't lose nobody. Zaid did. Fucking piece of shit. And I'm joking. He got himself killed. Anyway, Garrus, he did his thing as a leader, and Tali did her thing as a specialist. That's enough for me to bring her out of C into B. Kasumi cool. Black box. What she did on that helicopter was something I ain't ever seen. That's the thing. Out of all the feats, Kasumi did some crazy shit I ain't ever seen. And she got she ain't afraid of, you know. I don't know. Legion is just such a cool character. To help us against the heretics, and then to help us further against the Reaper. He's so cool. Nah, man. Yo, why is this harder than any test I've ever taken in my life? Yeah, that feels good. Something about that got me feeling right. Listen, I would place Legion higher if they explain, if we went a little further into his N7 armor, him picking that, or if he cracked one joke. He didn't. What, you got like over 1,000 geth inside your head and you couldn't come up with one joke? Yeah, you're in C tier. You're in C tier. What they really like? Come on. Yeah, they're all, yeah. Bro, Jacob, cool, bro. I'm trying to tell you. He ain't ever been emotional. The one time he was like his father did some really fucked up shit. He was like, nigga, you ain't even worth the bullet. Everyone else on this cast would have been like, fucking pop him. The Shepard would have been like, no, stop it, stop. You know what I mean? Jacob was like, fuck it, bro. That's what he was. He was like, fuck it. It is what it is. And then he went back on the mission. He dapped up Shepard. He said, thanks, homie. Jacob is so complicated, and for her to fight for the galaxy, despite everything she's done, being wronged at every corner, fire. Miranda, her wanting to be perfect, and in her own way being kind of good. Like keeping her promises, her wanting to be perfect and feeling like every mistake is her fault, and Shepard, her like respecting Shepard after being such a bitch. How many women this attractive do you know admit when they were wrong, when no one even called them out on it? You gotta talk to me, bro. Talk to me. Garrus is nifty with the blicky. Morden, Genophage, found religion, said, I still made the right choice. I had to, but I understand. He's part of the SSF. He's part of the SSF. I'm comfortable with this. I'm comfortable with this. Tally into ships. Samara is a Justicar. The fact that y'all are both in the same tier, don't talk to me about Tally should be higher. Tally's in the same tier as the Justicar. And you gonna tell me she gonna be higher? What'd she do besides fix a ship one time? No, let me stop. Alright, I'm comfortable with this. I'm good. I like it. Now, with all that being said, this is just my opinion. If you believe in like, different tiers of like this character, that character, it's okay. It's just opinions. It's alright. But leave them down in the comments. I really want to know what you guys think. If you don't agree, that's cool. If you do agree, that's cool. Don't really matter to me. But I hope you have a good day. If you enjoyed the video, like the video. If you didn't, try another video. Maybe like on that, keep your head up. Peace.
I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and I fear no evil because I'm blind to it all.